Hi, this is Bill Walters with Ertl Farm Toys. We're celebrating Ertl's 75th anniversary. We spent some time this year going through the Ertl archives. Wanted to show you some items that we've pulled out. Some of the earliest tractors we have up in the archives are from the 40s and 50s. This John Deere A obviously was one of the first tractors that Ertl came out with in the 1940s. This is a very early one without the support post here. We also have a Farmall 450 that was done in the late 1950s. Again, for the time, it was a good tractor, had a nice rear hitch on it. But just two body halves and, basic narrow front configuration. We'll show you some other tractors as well. Here are some other interesting items that we found up in our archives, including this John Deere 7-piece set in 64 scale. This was some of the first 64 scale product that Ertl ever made back in the 60s and 70s. For a while, we also got into tractor model kits. This is a plastic model kit of an International 1466. You can see this is the white panel models that were made in the earlier part of the 1970s. And finishing out the 70s, we also did a lot of pickup trucks, obviously. This is one we did for Alice Chalmers back in late the 1970s. And again, a lot of these items you'll see our Ertl Archive sticker where we've put this in. That way we know where in the archives this is placed, and if we do bring it out as a sample, we can get it back in the right location. So here's some additional models we've pulled out of the Ertl archives from the 1980s. We start out with this great 6-piece set in 1/64 scale that we did for International Harvester. This goes back to a 1910 Type A tractor all the way up to a 1086. So a great assortment of tractors showing the different colors and different looks of the IH tractors over the years. A lot of collectors also don't realize that we produce 1/43 scale models. This is a Ford 981 that was also produced in the 80s. We did quite a few models in the 80s and 90s in 1/43 scale, especially tied in with the Toy Farmer magazine. Last but not least, we also did 1/32 scale models. This is an IH 9150 four-wheel drive that we did. Has some great detail for the time. And obviously it adds a 3-point hitch as this special edition. We'll show you some more recent tractors here next. Hello, now we're up to the 1990s and we've got a couple special tractors to show you. First is this component tractor, the John Deere 6000 7000 series. We actually did this model as a die-cast kit. You can take all the various parts here and put it together. So something a little different and unique for the introduction of these tractors from John Deere. On the red side, we did an International 650 tractor for the 1995 Wisconsin Farm Progress Days. The thing I loved about this tractor is their logo that shows a tractor in front of a bunch of skyscrapers. So something a little different and unique. Now, we're going to take you into the 21st century for some models that have come out after the year 2000. Okay, now we're into the 2000s and we want to show you a couple different items that we did in 1/32 scale. The first is our 1/32 scale New Holland FX60 self-propelled forage harvester. You can see the graphics on this box are pretty cool, and if you look real close, you can see both the Ertl and Britain's logo. So this was also sold in Europe. Another item that we did that was also sold in Europe was this Model 8530 tractor. This was one of our Precision Series 2 items in 1/32 scale. And we actually did a European edition, which gave us some different front weights, different light packages, etc. on the cab with the extra strobe lights. So again, we've done a lot of different items over the years, over the last 75 years, And if you're interested in any of our Ertl 75th anniversary product, please reach out to our outlet store and they'll be happy to help you out.